Carlisle. Starting off in the guard position, a freshman, number 1, Kim Clark. Running forward, the senior, number 11, Maddie Fisher. At guard position, a senior, number 15, Brooke White. Playing guard for the Wildcats, a senior, number 20, Natalie Ramsey. And playing guard for Carlisle, rounding out the lineup, a junior, number 23, Mason Camino. And now for your home team, the Ballard Bombers. Starting out in the forward position, a sophomore, number 2, Rhea Miller. Playing forward for the Bombers, a junior, number 4, Jada Landy. At a forward position, a senior, number 11, Reagan Levy. Playing guard for the Bombers, a freshman, number 12, Olivia Waka. And rounding out the lineup for the Bombers in a forward position, a freshman, number 34, Taylor Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise as you are able. Remove your hats as Brian Taylor sings the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the Rockies raked there, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thanks, Brian.
All right, folks, good evening here on a nice December evening, the 17th of December, as we're matriculating our way into that Christmas break that's right around the corner. Welcome to the hangar here in Huxley, Iowa. I'm your play-by-play guy, Tim Davis, along with my color commentator, Todd the Todd Father Miller. Todd, how we doing this evening?
Oh, really good. Thanks for having me back.
It's our pleasure, Todd.
I'm liking these Tuesdays.
Yeah, you are. You're the Tuesday special. It's kind of like TGIF. Thank goodness it is Tuesday for us here again as we have the Carlisle Wildcats come to town in a Raccoon River matchup. We'll get you set up here as we get flowing, but we're underway as the Wildcats won the tip. The Bombers in that zone, taken away there by Reagan Levy as Levy throws it ahead to Landy, and it is picked off. So the starters for the Bombers is Reagan Levy, Rhea Miller, Jada Landy, Kaylor Johnson, Olivia Waka. And that'll be a foul early here, just not even 30 seconds in. That's picked up by Reagan, her first. And here for the Carlisle Wildcats, it's number 1, Cammie Clark. She's just a freshman. She's actually at the free throw line now. She misses on the first one. Number 11, Maddie Fisher, she's a senior. 15, Brooke White's a senior. Number 20, Natalie Ramsey is a senior. And number 23, Macy Comito. And Todd, you've got the stats in front of you. Macy Comito does it all for this Wildcats team.
She absolutely does.
Clark makes good on the second one, so it's an early 1-0 lead here as the Wildcats are in this kind of a 1-2-2 pressure. And the Bombers have struggled with it early, but in the season, but better here as Levy drives the lane. She'll draw a foul.
Yeah, nice job of breaking the pressure there. Actually took Reagan off the ball and had Kayla bring it up. That was kind of a nice change up, getting her in a position to score it.
We saw a little bit of that last week when we were here, kind of playing Reagan off of the ball. Not so much off the ball, but not putting as much pressure on her to get it up the floor and allowing her to do a few more things offensively. She's good on the first one, is Reagan.
Yeah, that's just nice to see. Get that confidence going early, get the ball across half court. Beat the pressure.
The Bombers with an early 2-1 lead here. This is Macy Comito will bring it up for the Wildcats. She's the Iowa State commit. She likes that between the legs dribble. I've seen her since she was a freshman. Now she's a junior. That one's fired up. That looks like Ramsey on that one. She misfires. That was Natalie Ramsey, the 5'8 senior, so that'll be out of bounds. Bomber basketball.
Yeah, definitely a lot of eyes are going to be on Comito here in this game. I mean, almost averaging 20 points a game. Leads them almost in every statistical category.
Yeah, she does. The one that really came off the page for me, Todd, was the steals per game that she averages. She's averaging 6 steals a game is Comito, which that is a ton at any level of basketball. Yes. But that one's the one that caught my eye the most.
Yeah, that is quite a few.
Yeah, it is. And the Wildcats come in with a record of 3-1 on this season. The only loss was to a good Pella team. But they've beaten Bondurant Farrar, they've beaten Carroll, and they've beaten an Ames team up north of us. Landy for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Johnson battles for the rebound, but that'll be brought down by Cammie Clark as she brings it down. Good-looking freshman. She's played some attack basketball. I know that's taboo for you, Todd. But
that's okay.
I say that in joking.
Hooping, I don't
that's
care.
Right, exactly. That was number 11, Maddie Fisher, misfires, and that's number 11, Levy with the rebound, and she'll be checked by Comito. This will be a big-time matchup with these two going at each other. Out top here to Landy on the left wing. Now it's Waka. Up top to Rhea Miller. Over there on the wing is Kayla Johnson. She looks for Levy, tipped away by Comito.
Yeah, I think just seeing these first early possessions, one of the big keys of this game is going to be getting back on defense and setting our defense and definitely defending from the inside out here. They look to push the ball very quickly.
Miller gets it in. Well, when he wanted to blow in the whistle, but Rhea established herself just in time.
Nice move.
Kayla Johnson with a little Rick Smits baby hook action there.
Getting comfortable down there. I like it.
4-1 early on here, the Bombers lead.
I just love that she made a really quick decision and really confident with it.
3 balls up and no good. That was number 15, Brooke White, who misfired on that one. Again, the Bombers with an early 4-1 lead. Levy has it.
Time. Nice.
Good play there by Waka, being available. We're starting to see a little bit of maturation process from this Bombers team. And we knew we would. And they've got 2 wins on the year. Oh, and that one just a little back cut there. But that's the 3rd turnover here, and that's kind of been the Bombers' demise in these games that we've seen at home and throughout, is just turning the ball over, getting empty possessions.
Yeah, I think it's just being comfortable in your own skin there against pressure. Slowing down enough just to make the right decision.
Comito with a fancy dribble, but she cuts in the middle. And she finds, that's Maddie Fisher. Now it's up to Clark. She tries to thread the needle, and that'll be out of bounds. Turnover. Both teams trying to get their feet underneath them, and we've got a wholesale substitution. Looks like number 5, Kira Fisk, is going to check in. Number 12, Taylor Thomas, and 42, Ella Smith will check in. So already going to the bench is Coach Justin Flaws.
Carlisle is averaging around 18 turnovers a game.
So there's opportunities for the Bombers.
And I think they've already had at least 2 or 3.
Yes, they do. Johnson gets it out here on the wing. Oh, and that one's tipped away. That was Ella Smith.
Get back on D here.
Knocked it away. Taylor Thomas will bring it up. Comito calls for it. Late with it to Comito. She's got at the top of the key looking for this ball screen. Bombers in a 2-3 zone.
whatever we can do to get out of her hand there.
Absolutely. Outside of Camito, there's some role players for the Wildcats, as that looks like Kira Fisk will draw the foul, the 5'10 senior. A lot of seniors on this Wildcat team as well. Kira Fisk looks like the lefty will step up here for 2 shots. 4:38 to go in the first. Bombers now lead 4-2 as Fisk makes good on the first one.
Yeah, definitely a really great group effort of just getting back on defense. Obviously identifying Camito, getting the ball out of her hands. Almost had another turnover there, but it ends up in a foul and a couple points at the free throw line.
Fisk makes good on both, so 4-3. 4:30 to go here in the first quarter. Token pressure, going to try to get the ball out of Levy's hands, and that's going to be the name of the game here for the Wildcats. Camito fires down low to Fisk, and the
great pass.
Little Bunny's up and good. Coach Pat Winya wants a quick timeout, as now the Wildcats lead 5-4 with 4:19 to go here in the first quarter. Everybody's kind of getting settled in here. We're seeing a little bit of that. We saw, I'm trying to think of who we saw, Todd, that did the same thing to us. I think it was maybe Bondurant, Farrar, or even Norwalk that was trapping the ball out of Reagan's hands.
And especially when Reagan has the ball. It's the same thing on this side. Carlisle definitely doesn't want her to have the ball as much as possible. That's why I kind of love that first possession we had against their pressure of just, having Kaler make a decision, getting it to Reagan and having her then make the next decision.
And getting in the middle of the floor, right? Anytime there's pressure involved, the defense wants to force you to that sideline in that half-court line and use those lines as extra defenders. So, and this is a man-to-man look here. And now Olivia Walk is going to bring it up, and she'll be checked by Clark, and they come at her with that trap again with Camito. Now they got to look at a 10-second call. Camito tips it away, and she'll get the layup. So that's a steal for Camito.
That's her second of the game.
Yes, it is. 7-4 here. Now the Wildcats lead. And the Wildcats couldn't get into pressure early because they couldn't make shots. So Levy throws that one off of Camito. Reagan's telling the girls, come help me here a little bit.
Yeah, I heard Coach Pat say, let's quit hiding. And that's our natural thing to do just when you're not comfortable with it. Is to just, you think you're creating space, but you're not. You're just getting further away and further away for a pass to actually happen.
Levy with a step back three. Wow. That's no good. Rebound tracked down by Fisk, and looks like she's going to throw it out of bounds. And Coach Justin Flaws is looking for a tip ball to no avail, so was Kira Fisk. It'll be Bomber basketball. Coach Flaws is looking for an explanation.
Yeah, just a little bit too much juice on that one to be tipped out.
7-4 here, 3:42 to go. The Wildcats have the lead. Bombers will inbound it on the sideline. Landy catches. She'll dribble it back up here to the top of the key. She'll survey the situation. Finds Levy as there's Camito getting her hand on again. Mace Camito's got long levers on her, long arms, long legs.
Yeah, very anticipatory as well.
Yes, she is. Plays a lot of basketball. There's Ella Smith. Will take it away from Johnson again. Her second steal off of Kaler tonight. Smith will drive.
Good
Waka
contest there by Waka.
Yeah, Fisk misses that one.
Got a box out here.
Misses another one. Now Waka gets it. She gets it over to Rhea Miller. She'll throw it ahead. Well, throws it ahead and it'll be out of bounds as Miller was looking for Landy out ahead. Grace Grunmeyer set to check in. She will check in for Jada Landy.
Yeah, it's really hard once you get those stops and you see somebody down the floor and you really want to pitch it ahead. I think the name of the game is, just getting opportunities on the offensive end as much as possible here.
Camino gets the ball screen from Ella Smith. Between the legs dribble again. Out top, that was Thomas, I believe,
nice
for the
rebound
there.
out of Reagan.
Levy gets the rebound, and she'll throw it off of Cammie Clark again. Second time we've seen Reagan do that. Again, we've got to make ourselves available.
Yeah, it was a great contested rebound from Reagan. Nice job of elevating and high pointing that basketball.
Levy's got it.
You almost want to clear here to see what they're going to do. There's going to be a double probably coming here anytime.
Yeah, as Clark's got her eyes on the basketball, and now Levy will get it across half. Over here to Waka on the right wing.
Now you just want to execute.
Yeah, back up here to Johnson. Levy's got it. She'll fire from downtown. Dang. She shot that one from what looked like may have been Duff Avenue in Ames, folks, but it was
confident.
Good. Yes, she was. 7-7. That three ball from Levy ties it up here. About 2:20 to go in the first quarter. All tied here in the hangar. Camito's being checked by Grunmeyer. Bombers in this zone. Communications key. Clark down low to Ella Smith. Little step through. Might have got away with steps, but to no avail. Kayla Johnson rips down the rebound. She'll bring the break. Now it's Levy on the left side. She'll get herself back to the middle of the floor. Crossover on Camito. Levy with a left hand. Can't finish, but there's Johnson with it. Tips it away. Grundmeyer's on it, and it'll be jump ball. Stay down here with the Bombers. A couple of subs getting ready to check in for the Wildcats. Looks like number 21. Olivia Freeman will check in, along with number 50, Logan Brown.
Nice take there by Reagan. Honestly, before the defense just has an opportunity to get situated, making a decision to go to the hoop strong.
Rhea Miller will look to inbounds here underneath the Bombers' own basket. 23 to go on the shot clock. She'll fire it across court, and that one's picked off by Fisk. Fisk ahead to Camito. She mishandles, saves back into Fisk. Fisk down low now to Thomas. Thomas off the glass, no good. Johnson rips down the rebound. She throws it ahead to Olivia Walker. Olivia on the dribble drive. She'll finish with a left hand underneath the rim, no good. Got to hustle back here now if you're the Bombers. Here comes Fisk on the attack. She'll start up the three. Now she won't take it. Now back to Camito on the dribble drive with the left hand.
Stick on her here.
All tied at 7, 1:30 to go in the first quarter. That's number 21, Freeman for three, no good. Look down to Logan Brown. There's Johnson will pick up the loose ball. Kaler throws it ahead to Rhea Miller. Cross court to Walker.
Pass.
Walker dribble drives, kicks out to Grace Grundmeyer. She fires up the three. It's
Great
up and
basketball.
good.
Great basketball by the Bombers there. Really nice job, cross-court pass from Rhea there. It just opened it up and allowed us to get a nice three ball.
Yeah, good dribble drive from Walker, and Grundmeyer had her feet set, and when Grace has got her feet set, she's confident with it, knocked it down. Bombers lead by 3, 20 seconds to go. Camito will fire the three. It's up and no good. Missed everything. Levy has it. She fires ahead to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson dribbles it off her knee, but she tries to get away from Brown. Kaler's got to get that confidence back that we saw last week in that Boone game.
Yeah.
She's playing just a little timid right now. I know she's coming off some sickness.
Yeah, and there's definitely a mismatch there in size, but I think Kaler just, playing confident and making that first move like she did on that first basket.
Yeah, you bet. Logan Brown will check out. So now it'll be Fisk, Camito, Thomas, looks like number 2. Mally Stoner is in, along with 21, Olivia Freeman. That's Thomas with the three ball, and she finds nothing but the bottom of the net. Tied up at 10 here with 20 seconds to go. Full court pressure being administered here. Freeman will come. Now it'll be a Camino on the double team. You got to go to the basketball for the Bombers. Going to be a 10-second call here, and it should be. They missed it. And now we've got to travel on Grace Grundmeyer and Justin Coach Flaws, and he was correct. It was a 10-second 10 for sure, but we'll take it. 10-10, 7 seconds to go. Thomas inbounds to Camito.
Obviously, this one's probably sticking here.
Camito with a pull-up jumper. Front of the iron is no good. So after one full quarter of play, it is all knotted at 10, and not a bad first quarter for the Bombers.
No. The Bombers did a great job of, quite honestly, just really passing off what I would say Macy Camito to one another, where she would dribble out of that zone and maybe that area for one girl, but it would the next girl would pick her right up.
Forcing somebody else to shoot the basketball, and that's the name of the game for both teams. While we got a moment here, folks, I'd like to recognize some Stealth Athletic Booster members. Huxley Communications. At Huxley Communications, the only thing faster than our internet is our service. The only provider in the area offering 100% fiber optic service. You can depend on us for your home, work, and school. A partner in your community and your trusted source for the most reliable internet service. We invest heavily in the communities we serve. Year after year, we proudly support the Ballard Community School District and Ballard Athletics. A local member-owned cooperative since 1937. We're the #1 local telecommunications provider for Ballard residents and surrounding communities. Go Bombers. Chick-fil-A Ames. Chick-fil-A Ames is proud to partner with the Ballard Bombers. Add chicken to your roster and feel like a champion. Order your favorites to the Chick-fil-A app and pick them up in Ames to cheer on Ballard to victory. Let's go Bombers. Well, after one, we're knotted at 10. It'll be Bomber basketball to start the second quarter. And it's been a bit of a chess match as far as both teams have a top 10, we'll say, player in 4A girls basketball. In Reagan Levy here and Macy Camito for the Carlisle Wildcats. So these, I guess you could say, role players are going to have to step up here.
I
and
mean,
make
and that's
some
the name of
plays.
the game in basketball anyway. You know, you're always going to try to take away one of the better players. So whoever can get their role players to step up and have a key game, this it's kind of fun to watch here.
Yeah, it is. And Reagan's got 5, Grunmeyer's got 3, and Johnson's got 2 for the Bombers. I don't believe Camino has scored. Kira Fisk has 4 for the Wildcats. And out there now for the Wildcats, this in the corner here, that looks like that's number 11, Maddie Fisher. She fires up one, just a little short. Good rebound from Reagan Levy. Again, make yourself available here. Waka has it on the right wing. Back to Johnson in the middle of the court. Good catch there from Kaler.
Nice move.
Good move from Kaler there. She fights through the contact, and it'll be tipped out of bounds, but a good move from Kaler Johnson.
Yep. Yeah, I think Camino does have 2 on that steal and a layup earlier on.
Yep, she did make that layup. Yep. That's correct.
Yeah, but nothing from outside the 3. Knock on wood here. The Bombers continue to just play great defense against her.
Bombers in the 2-3 zone, so it's Camino with the basketball. Over here to Maddie Fisher. She finds Camino down here in the right corner.
Nice pass.
Fired back up there to Clark. The freshman fires no good.
Really good job of Grace there, just hustling. A little out of position for the rebound, but that, you know, she came from all the way out by the top of the key.
Yeah, that was Natalie Ramsey, and that's a senior crashing the glass, understanding in that zone it's tough to rebound out of a zone no matter who you are. This Fisher again will fire the 3.
Nice shot.
She finds the bottom of the net with that one again. So Maddie Fisher, the senior, with the 3 ball. This is Waka with it. She gets it ahead to Grunmeyer. Grace tries to rip it through, and she does. Johnson finds it. She gets it swatted away by Camino. Kaler's going to go up with it again, and that one rattles off. So Fisher's got 3 here. Now that's passed ahead from Camino to Fisher. Maddie Fisher cannot handle that one from Macy Camino, so another turnover. The Wildcats lead 13-10, 6:23 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice job by Kaler by just, you know, sticking with it and being aggressive. She's got to continue to play that way tonight. She can't get frustrated by missing a couple shots she might have liked, but she's got to stay aggressive here.
Grunmeyer looks for Johnson. That'll be tipped out of bounds by, it looks like that was number 15, Brooke White. Will tip that one on. Nice job down here on the pressure by Olivia Waka. Kind of drawing the double team, getting it back across the court to Levy, and Bombers on the attack. Bombers aren't afraid to attack if they've got some numbers. This one's out here to Landy. She'll be pushed. Just a little nudge there from Macy Camino. 6:10 to go. Reset the shot clock to 35. Wildcats lead 13-10 over the Bombers. Landy will inbounds it here. This will be Levy with the catch. She'll be checked by Camino. Johnson at the high post. She turns and faces. I like this out of Kaler already. Aggressive drive to no avail, though. Good aggressiveness by Kaler. She was checked by Maddie Fisher. Now it'll be Fisher out here with the right wing. Cami Clark has it. She'll look to dribble drive.
Nice
knocked
hands
away
by Olivia Waka
by
there.
Olivia Waka. Throws it ahead to Levy.
Out of attack.
Reagan wanted to get it down there to Grace, but was just late with it. Now Grace on the right wing. She'll be checked by Fisher. Crossover. Now cross court over here to Waka. Now Landy.
Extra pass.
Landy will fire the 3 off the front of the iron, no good, but you called it right, Todd. Extra pass, got a good look out of it. Camino fires it ahead to Ramsey. Good hustle by Waka. Now outside here, that was number 11, Fisher again. Levy with a good rebound, needs some help. She'll throw it ahead to Grace, has it. Oh, and she just stepped on the line, just barely. Rhea Miller will check in. Looks like Olivia Waka is going to check out, so it'll put Grunmeyer, Landy, Miller, Johnson, and Levy on the floor. Now for the Wildcats, it's number 12, Taylor Thomas, 23, Macy Camino, number 20, Natalie Ramsey, 15, Brooke White, and number 5, Kira Fisk. Bombers stay in this 2-3 zone. It's been so far so good in this, approaching the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. Ramsey catches it on the elbow. Out here to Thomas. She fires a 3, and that one finds nothing but the bottom of the net. They start hitting those 3s. That'll draw us out of that zone.
Yeah, I think, you know, obviously we're not really extending our the top of our zone over to those wings. We're kind of having our lower 3 come out and guard that. That's going to be a tough cover, but I think they're willing to go with that. Wow.
Reagan Levy shot that one from approximately 27 or 29 feet, folks. She was outside the Slater logo. Todd's eyes got big and his mouth came wide open, but it's 16-13. Ramsey on the dribble drive. Good help there from Johnson. Thomas out top again, and she finds the bottom of the net on that one as well. 3-point barrage here in the hangar right now, 19-13.
I think a big key right here is just getting a great possession here down this end. Not turning it over. Nice job by Kaler.
Johnson will handle it. She's got Fisk on her.
Oh.
One's tipped away. It'll be off of Camito.
Great cut there.
Yeah, it was. A really good back cut there as Jada Landy will check out. Olivia Waka will check back in. Bomber basketball underneath the hoop. 4:04 to go, 21 on the shot clock. Bombers trail by 6. Levy with a good pub fake. Little pull-up jumpers, no good. Johnson fights the rebound, but Fisk will come down with it. Camito looks to push. Camito with a dribble drive. It's knocked away there by Levy. Saved by Waka. That'll be a reach-in foul on Macy Camito. That'll be her second of this first half, and that looms large. Yes, it is.
It is a big foul.
It looks like Freeman will check in for the Wildcats along with Cammie Clark. Looks like there'll be a timeout on the floor. Not sure who took it. It looks like Coach Pat Winnie will take the timeout for the Bombers. I think his second of the game.
And I think maybe your strategy changes a smidge here with Camito out. Obviously, you have, with Fisher just hitting, I think, was it Fisher with a hit 2 just in a row?
That was Taylor Thomas.
Oh, Taylor Thomas, yeah. I mean, now we got to almost play it straight up and not allow the outside three-point shot.
Yeah, for sure. And Thomas,
be uncontested.
Thomas just a freshman. So Cammie Clark, a freshman, and Taylor Thomas, a freshman, both got good length.
Yeah.
But this senior-laden Wildcat team here, along with Camito, and then you sprinkle in a couple of freshmen. So, and they're playing a lot of girls. It's just the Bombers just need to kind of stay in it as we continue on, and making shots is key, as we've seen tonight so
far. Taylor has only taken 5 threes on the season so far and made 1, and now she's doubled her total for the season makes. Past 2 possessions, really.
Yeah, past 2 possessions have been good to her. This will be Levy with it. She'll be checked by Freeman, number 21 for the Wildcats. And Freeman will draw the foul. Levy will draw the foul on Freeman.
Really good job by Reagan there. Just change of pace, change of speed, putting pressure on the defense with some of that pressure.
Good job by Kaler Johnson coming to the basketball there. She's got Fisk on her. There's a good dig there by Olivia Freeman. Knocked away. Now it's going to be Cammie Clark will bring it up for the Wildcats. She finds Thomas over here on the right wing. She'll try another one. That one's no good.
Confidence.
Rebound ripped down by Levy. Now that'll be a reach-in foul. Looks like it'll be on number 5, Kira Fisk. Fisk is looking for the jump ball. Bombers will inbounds. Coach Justin Flaws was not happy with that one from Kira Fisk. Levy will bring it up.
Yeah, look, nice job.
Good availability here by Rhea Miller. Now it's Grunmeyer down here on the left side. She'll dribble it back out top.
I'd like to see something aggressive to the hole here with the Carlisle Wildcats. Nice job.
And one, right on cue. The Todd father, folks. That's why he's the best in the business.
Jeez.
Something aggressive to the rim.
What else do we want?
Say more. Say more, Todd, as the kids say. Say less, say more.
Yeah, you look at the scoreboard, and obviously it's, not in the favor of fouls of Carlisle. It's 5-0 right now.
Yeah.
And that, with the high school rules and you're shooting 2 at 5, you got to be aggressive.
Be aggressive. And Grace Grunmeyer, she must have heard you. In her head, in her little earpiece she's got in there. 3-point play, the old-fashioned way, 16-19. The Bombers trail. Over here on the right wing to Thomas. Now down in the corner to Freeman. She'll look for Thomas. Now it'll be Fisk on the entry there. Off the glass, no good. And she's going to get a jump ball called, and that will not make Kira Fisk very happy. She wanted one the previous possession. But good cut to the basket there by Fisk.
Great find.
In that zone,
Nice left-handed. Soft touch on the rim, gave it a chance.
Fisk will inbounds. It looks like 42 Ella Smith is checked in. Cammie Clark's on the floor. So is Taylor Thomas along with Olivia Freeman. Nice move there from Ella Smith. Johnson will inbounds. Levy has it. Got to help her out now here. Good. Whoop. Now she'll get, she didn't get wolfed. It was close there. Rhea Miller will dribble drive into the corner. She finds Waka with it. Levy has it.
She wanted that one.
Now we're going to reach in foul there on Cammie Clark. Coach Justin Flaws is.
It's not the wrong call.
It is not. He's not excited about it, but you're correct. It is the right call on the reach in. Levy will go to the line for 2 as, again, the Wildcats have 5 team fouls in the second quarter. And with the rules that were established last year, 5 fouls in a quarter, automatic 2 free throws. Levy misses the first one. Reagan Levy comes in shooting about 63% from the foul line. She's 75% tonight. She's 3 for 4.
It's the big possession for the Bombers to get to stop here on this end.
Cammie Clark, the freshman, has it over here to Kira Fisk, the left-handed senior, and she'll draw a foul on Rhea Miller.
I get it.
Law of averages says the Bombers are going to foul.
Yep.
Just the first team foul, though, so still affords them the opportunity to be aggressive in this zone.
And there's such a difference in how we're playing versus how they're playing currently. We're in a zone. They're in heavy man-to-man.
Taylor Thomas
Nice
again
shot.
for 3. That's up and good, and Thomas is reining them in this evening. She came in with one made 3. She's got 12 tonight for the Wildcats as she was right on with that role player as that one's tipped away from behind by Olivia Freeman, about the second or third she's had this evening. Cammie Clark will look to bring it up the floor on the push. She's checked by Miller, cross court to Thomas. Back outside to Ella Smith. Smith, the pull-up jumper. Off the iron, no good. Kira Fisk taps that one back out. Freeman has it. Now over here to the right wing to Kira Fisk, a left-handed drive. Back out to Olivia Freeman. She'll fire 3. That one's off and no good. Bombers got to stop when they need it. It's 24-17. The Wildcats lead with 1:46 to go in the quarter.
A nice possession over there by Carlisle to really get it pushing before any of the zone defense was able to set up.
Looks like Coach Justin Flaws for the Wildcats is going to call a timeout, just the 32nd. So we'll stay here, folks. We won't go to commercial break. We're not there yet. Folks, we do have some good news. Executive producer Danny Sunsets Inksler is back in the nest tonight. He flew away. He does have the computer plugged in. I think we blamed Russ for that, Russ Zimmerman last week, but we all know it was Dan. He was in Albany, New York. Albany, is that correct, Danny? Albany, he was doing his regular job. But we're glad to have you back tonight, Dan. It's good to see you.
Yeah, Taylor Thomas right now, I don't think she has a three-point play.
No.
So I think she's got 4 threes.
Yeah, I think you're
if
correct.
My math is correct.
Yep. 4 times 3. Been working that with my.
I mean, and that's half their points. They've done a great job on Camito. Obviously, she's in a little bit of foul trouble right now. And the way high school basketball is called, you're not probably putting her back in until the start of the second half.
Yeah. And when you're getting the performance you are from Taylor Thomas, right now you don't need her. You know, you're holding a lead and you're still playing aggressive. That one's thrown ahead. That one's knocked out of bounds there by Kira Fisk. She's very active down there as Kira, the 5'10 senior.
She's done a nice job on some post moves, getting second chances.
Mally Stoner will check in here for the Wildcats. Excuse me, Todd.
They're good. Yeah, she's done a nice job around the floor as well.
Taylor Johnson has it out over here. That one's tipped away by Olivia Freeman. Challenge by Levy.
Good challenge.
Really was a good challenge. Ella Smith gets that rebound. Outfights Johnson. That's Cammie Clark with a little runner in the lane. No good, but there is Stoner.
There's too many opportunities there.
Back. Yeah, got to finish it with a rebound. Levy has it. She'll be checked by Freeman. Freeman's kind of pesky out front here.
Yeah, since she's come in for Camito, she's done a nice job. Now I'd probably call one of those.
Levy can't find the bottom of the net there, but she'll get her own rebound. Now it's to Grunmeyer.
Oh.
There's a foul. Ella Smith will pick up that foul on Kayla Johnson. 26-17. Johnson will go to the free throw line, I believe, for 2. She'll be the shooter.
Yeah, just kind of a little bit of a scramble ball there. A little helter-skelter.
Yep, it was.
Well, you know, part of that was getting a second chance here. Missed a kind of a tough layup there at the bucket.
Johnson makes good on the first one. So it's 26-18. Under a minute to go here in the first half as Kaler's got the second one of 2. That one's too strong as Logan Brown will bring down
nice
that
hands
rebound.
by Reagan.
Good play there by Reagan. Got to get on the floor for it.
Yep.
You bet. Right in simpatico.
Usually the first one gets it.
Stoner throws it ahead. This is Taylor Thomas. She's got Freeman on the left side. Good contest there from Kaylor Johnson without fouling. Thomas brings it back out to the right wing. Now it looks like we're going to maybe get the shot clock possibly. Or a reset or not a reset. Not sure if it hit the rim or not. It did not. Okay.
I mean,
from your vantage point,
yes.
from the Todd father, who is the color commentary guy for the Ballard Bombers.
So basically,
they
just ask me.
There you go. If we need a review, he was right on, folks.
Yeah.
He's 2 for 2 tonight. I mean, I'll tell you what, he is, and folks, and this is why he gets to show up approximately 1 minute before tip. He was out signing autographs. He was doing his thing, shaking hands, kissing babies. I don't know what you were doing.
There wasn't many babies to kiss, but
okay.
probably would have.
Probably would have if the time called for it.
Backside
Carlisle
help.
basketball. Misses out here. Might have got away with a toe drag there, but that's Thomas
nice
with
hands.
it. Good hands there from Levy.
Gotta
He's
have
got a
strong
little help
finish.
here.
And one.
And she will draw the foul on Freeman. And Levy finishes that one. The old-fashioned three-point play opportunity coming up for Reagan Levy. And Reagan's had a heck of a first half.
That was a great finish through contact. I would like to call out Olivia Freeman for trying to take the charge there.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a winning play in
yes,
my
it
mind.
is, and that'll be her second foul on Freeman. 18 seconds to go here. Levy's looking for her 12th point of the game, and she makes good on that one. She's 4 of 5 from the free throw line. The Bombers trail by 5. Less than 15 seconds to go in the first half. Cammy Clark will have it. We're going to get an offensive foul called on an illegal screen on number 2. Yeah, Mally Stoner on that. So it'll be Bomber basketball. 12.5 to go. Looking to get something good here if you're the Bombers. Waka will inbounds. Levy has it. Now we got 10 to go.
Big time possession here. Ooh.
A lot of hand checking. Coach Winnie looking for one there.
Got to hit it.
Landy will fire the three. It's up and no good. Johnson with the rebounds. Got to go up. When Kaylor rebounded it, couldn't get the putback to go. That'll be the end of the first half, folks. Carlisle Wildcats lead 26-21. The Bombers are hanging around, making like the Counting Crows hanging around this town on the corner.
I'd love to sing it to you. But
yeah, you know that
meant
one,
just
don't
my
you,
voice.
Tim? Yeah, that's fine. We got to save it for the second half. Folks, very competitive first half. Reagan Levy finished the half with 12 for the Bombers, but it was kind of the Taylor Thomas show. The freshman, one three-pointer made on the season. She's got 4 this evening, and she's really been the difference in the ball game for the Wildcats as Macy Camito, their all-stater, got in foul trouble, had 2 with about 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, so she sat the rest of the half. So look for a very competitive second half and maybe some adjustments to be made on both sides.
Absolutely, yeah. The Bombers got to go back to making sure they don't let Camito beat them, but then also finding Taylor Thomas.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, nice job by the
100%.
Bombers to finish that half, though.
Folks, we're going to take a break here. If you want to do the same at home, get up, stretch your legs, grab yourself a cup of hot cocoa or whatever you would prefer here in this season. We'll be back here in just a little bit. All right, folks, welcome back. We're just finishing up halftime. I got to mention, we got an All-American in the house, Todd. Peyton Noe.
Yes.
All-American cross-country runner
in the house.
Arkansas. Is it University of Arkansas? I think it's University of Arkansas, right? Not Arkansas University. University of Arkansas, yeah. She was, talked to her dad a little bit, Dan, and said she was healthy this year, and she showed out, man. She was, I think she got 6th or 7th in the Nationals, so looking forward to the indoor season is what Dan said, but good to see her.
I'm pretty sure she's ran more in one day than I have my entire life.
That's fair. That's more than fair. Back to the action, folks, as the top father drops that nugget on it. Speaking of nuggets, he likes them. There's an early turnover for Olivia Waka. So, Bombers started the half with the basketball.
Well, let's see if we can get back locked in here on defense. Camito back in the game. Looks like she's off the ball.
Cammie Clark with it here with the basketball. So it's the starting 5 for both teams back out here. This is Natalie Ramsey now. She gives it up to Macy Camito. Camito checked by Landy. Back out here to Natalie Ramsey. Down over there in the corner, that's Maddie Fisher. She'll fire the 3. It's off, no good. Camito will track down that rebound. She saves it inbounds. That looks like that was Brooke White. It was White. She gets her own rebounds. The Bombers struggling in this zone to rebound. That's Fisher now. Back over to Ramsey in the right corner. Checked by Levy. That's White again. And Brooke White will find the bottom of the net on that one. That was 4 attempts.
There as well,
yes, it was. So the Wildcats stretch the lead now to 29-21 as it was 26-21 to start the half. Waka has it out here. Now over to Landy. Landy to Miller in the corner. And she throws that one too high. It'll be a foot race, and Camito will win it. And Camito and Shield will draw a foul on Reagan Levy as Macy Camito gets the steal. Her 3rd of the night. She's averaging 6 a game. She'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, tough start here. A couple turnovers will start it, and 4 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, and so you talk about that. That's essentially 6 extra possessions just a little over a minute into the half. Yeah. And again, like you said, law of averages, as Coach Pat Winion will take a quick timeout.
It's a good timeout here.
Yes, it is. So it's 30-21 as Camito's got another free throw coming. 6:54 to go, 35 on the shot clock here, but it doesn't matter as Camito goes to the line. So Bombers need to get things figured out in a hurry or it could get away from them.
Right. Yeah, it's just definitely a little bit of a danger zone. Obviously with Camito coming back in after half, they're kind of full strength and yeah, just not the start we were looking for coming out of half. Actually, going into the half, I think you got to be pretty excited about where we were and how we played. And obviously there were some things to clean up and some more opportunities there.
Yeah, for sure. And what happened here was we started the half with the basketball. Just to recap with you folks, if you're joining us late, we turned it over. They come down, missed a couple of buckets, got extra opportunities, and then Brooke White knocked down a 3. We turned it over again. Camito comes back down, and now the lead could be stretched to 10. And it's just kind of what we've seen from this young Bomber team all year as we hang around, and just a couple of things don't go our way, and we're not quite there yet as far as to be able to overcome those. Now there's a lot of game left here.
Absolutely.
And I think Coach Pat Winion took that as a teachable moment, as we like to say, or a coachable moment, but saying, hey, they're going to turn up the heat on us because essentially the fouls are reset. They're reset for the quarter, but you got Camito with 2 and Freeman with 2. And other than that, everybody's in pretty good shape. Camito makes good on that one, does Macy, so she's 2 for 2. Camito fires the 3, and it's up and good. And now the Bombers take a 13-point lead. Excuse me, the Wildcats take a 13-point lead. It's 34-21. Johnson has it on the right wing, and the Wildcats are turning up the heat. Johnson finds Ray Miller in the corner.
Yeah, Wildcats in the bucket in a big way here.
Yes, they do. Miller will drive baseline. She's cut off down there by number 11. That was Maddie Fisher. Now she's double-teamed. It's Clark with it. Turns that one over as Camito will track that one down. Camito with a left-handed dribble. She attacks off the glass and rims out. 2 minutes into the third quarter. Wildcats lead by 13. Waka throws that one away.
Yeah, nice.
To nobody.
Really nice adjustment by Carlisle here. It's hard to do, but what they're doing is essentially even on a make or miss, it's like a hanging 1-2-2 trap. That's difficult to do out of rebounds. Pretty impressive, to be quite honest with you. I love the changeup.
Bombers stay in this zone. That's Camito. She'll find number 15, Brooke White. She misses. Waka climbs the ladder for the rebound, and she can't quite save it. It'll be out on the Bombers.
Yeah, just be nice to get some leadership going right here. Just kind of get the bleeding to stop.
That's Cammie Clark for 3. She misfires. That's rebounded by Taylor Thomas. No, excuse me, that's Maddie Fisher on that one. We've got 11, 12, and 15. They're all about 5'10" with long dark hair.
Yes.
So I'm trying to keep up with the numbers best I can.
Not easy for the play-by-play guy.
No. That's Natalie Ramsey with the catch and the finish. Assist to Camito. And the Wildcats have come out on fire here in the second half. That bucket will count. Natalie Ramsey looking for an old-fashioned three-point play as the Wildcats have extended the lead to 15.
Yeah, that's 10 quick points.
Ramsey misses that one. Johnson tracks down the rebound. Levy will have it. She'll be checked by 15. That's Brooke White. Levy breaks the pressure. Finds Waka with it. Dribble drive. Hands off to Miller.
Good job of scrambling there by Carlisle.
Waka has it in the corner.
And right into man, which is, again, not easy to do out of a zone pressure.
Levy has it. She'll be checked by Ramsey. Reagan looking to dribble drive. And she'll be called for the extra steps. Probably the right call there. 36-21, the Wildcats lead with 5:09 to go. Cammie Clark, the freshman, will bring it up. Camito will play off the ball. She'll be checked by Ray Miller. High post to Ramsey. Ramsey to Clark. Clark
Nice
will
play.
fire that free throw line jumper. That one rattles in and out. That was
nice
all
set.
the way in but down. Yeah, it was. Good set against the zone. Johnson will bring it up the floor. She finds Rhea Miller. Now just out of the reach of Rhea, and that'll be out of bounds off the Bombers. Another turnover. And Coach Pat William will use another timeout. And Coach is going to use through him here as he's got one left after this one. It'll be a full timeout. 4:48 to go. Bombers have not scored here in the third quarter. It's been all Wildcats as it's 36-21. And Coach Winion is talking to the girls. What do you say here if you're in the timeout?
Well, you know,
Tap.
girls, I'm not trying to give the speech here, but I feel like, hey, we're not in sync. Our passing hasn't been great here to start this half. I mean, 3 just complete passes that were just thrown over people's heads. Let's start there, and let's stick together here. I mean, they went on a run in the first half, and we cut it back to 5 to end the half. So anything can happen here. Quite honestly, we need to be aggressive, and maybe get Camito in her third foul. That would maybe change the game back a little bit too. But yeah, just taking care of the basketball, giving ourselves an opportunity. I'm not sure if we've had an attempted shot.
I don't know if we have either. Actually, I don't believe we have, Todd. We've turned it over, I think, every trip in this half.
3 minutes, 15 seconds without an attempted shot.
Without a shot attempt. And we've given up, I think, 6 extras to them along with the turnovers. So now we've basically they've had about 13 extra possessions here to start this half. Another high, kind of little horns looking set there with the elbows as Kira Fisk will fire it back out here. That was number 15, Brooke White. Couldn't find it. Olivia
rebound by
Walker
Olivia.
gets the rebound. Oh, and she throws that one to Levy. We're kind of throwing some passes. There was some wishful thinking here as Johnson has it.
Great job of coming to the ball, though.
It looks like that'll be a 10-second count as the Wildcats will draw the 10-second count on the Bombers. It's 36-21, 4:19 to go.
Tim, am I wrong here, though? They just out of a missed shot.
Missed shot. Just got a
right into a 10-second count, hanging 1-2, 1-1.
Yep.
With nowhere to go.
Yep.
And your first thing is to, once you get a rebound, for everybody to run the floor.
Right. Another turnover there from the Bombers. I believe that's their 6th of the half. Camito has it. Between the legs dribble, and she'll be hand-checked there by Grace Grunmeyer. And Camito's really good with that between the legs dribble of getting her shoulders by and then getting square to the basket.
Yeah, and she's not a small guard.
Right. Yep, 100%. Yeah, she's all of 5'9".
Yeah, she does a great job of playing with leverage, playing with pace, clearly using her skill and just.
She'll look to inbounds in here. She will find Brooke White. Camito will catch it. Down low
Nice
to
pass.
Kira Fisk. A really good pass there from Camito as Kira Fisk, the left-hander, makes it 38-21. The Wildcats lead.
Now they're in a 2-2-1. It's a little bit different here. A little change up.
Johnson catches the middle of the floor, turns and faces. Levy will fire that one from deep, and that one's good. So the first shot attempt of the half is good for the Bombers.
From Kelly.
Yeah, it was from the Kelly logo. 38-24, the Wildcats lead. Camito has it out here. She'll be checked by Olivia Walker. Tough guard here for the freshman, but you're right. Good defense.
Ooh, nice move.
Yeah, really good move there by number 23, Camito. Wears that number proudly. 40-24. Good hesitation on that. You talk about pace.
Just great change of speed, change of direction. Keeping her body low, playing with leverage. She doesn't stand up.
Iwaka,
good player.
In the corner. That one's taken away by Cammie Clark, the freshman. Clark will look to finish with the left hand, off the glass and in. 42-24. Remember, it was 26-21 at half. The Wildcats led. It's been all Wildcats here in the third quarter, with the exception of the Reagan Levy deep three from the Kelly logo. Grubmeyer has it.
Little 1-3-1 zone now.
To trap the corner. Reagan does a nice job making herself available. Johnson will get that one smacked out of bounds by Camito.
I think we've probably seen 3 or 4 different defenses out of Carlisle in this half. 4 could be stretching it, but definitely 3.
Yeah, we've definitely seen 3.
We've seen a 2-2-1. We've seen a 1-2-2 full court. We've seen a 1-3-1 in the half.
We've seen a little bit of man-to-man.
This is a 2-3.
Yep. And that's that senior-laden team. As Rhea Miller fires the 3, that's no good. Kayla Johnson tracks down the rebound. Johnson will have it knocked away by Cammie Clark. She hits it out of bounds, but good extra possession fostered there by Kayla Johnson.
Have we seen Taylor Thomas back in yet?
We have not. They've been rolling. It looks like they've been rolling with this one. Yeah. But Thomas has checked in now.
For good reason.
Levy misses the 3. That's Taylor Thomas with the rebound there, right on cue. Again, that's 3 for 3 for the Todd father. He's on a roll tonight. Might as well call him Butter because he's on a roll. This Camito with the dribble drive. That'll be an illegal screen set there by number 42, Ella Smith, as she checked in the game.
Well, I didn't see exactly what happened there. Legal screen.
Yeah, I think she just was late getting her feet set.
Gotcha.
And Jada ran into it, so it was just probably the right call. Second one we've seen called tonight on the Wildcats. So just step slow getting there.
It's an aggressive play.
Johnson has it, and the Wildcats will look to trap her up here at that half-court line. And the sideline.
Great step through.
Good find there from Taylor Johnson. You said it best right there. Good step through from the freshman Johnson. Now it's 42-26. Bombers have got some buckets here in the third. Under 2 to go. 25 on the shot clock for the Wildcats.
A 1-4 high set out of this against the zone. Love the talk here by the Bombers.
He switched off as Landy has it. Between the legs dribble from Camito. She kicks it out here to Ella Smith. That's Thomas for 3. That one's short. Rebound by Rhea Miller. Now to be taken away by Olivia Freeman. She's got quick hands. That'll be kicked out here to Camito. Camito with the ball fake. Now left-handed dribble. Cross back to the middle.
Good cut by Thomas.
Yeah, really good cut there from Taylor Thomas. She misses that one. She might have been too close as Ella Smith gets another offensive rebound for the Wildcats. Bombers have just given up too many extra possessions here in the second half. Camito with a step-back 3. It's up, and that is nothing but the bottom of the net.
That was pretty pure.
Yes, it was. She comes in shooting, as you mentioned at halftime. She's almost 48% from 3. We didn't see it in the first half, but she's put on the full display here in the second half, as that'll be Freeman will draw the foul as Levy forces the issue. Under a minute to go, 27 on the shot clock. It'll be reset to 35. Walker will check in.
Do like the aggressive ball handling there by Reagan. I just think it's important against a team that's definitely looking to put pressure on with traps and those types of things.
100%.
If she stops after half court, it's a done deal there.
Mira Heidemann checks in, number 40 for the first time for the Wildcats. She's out there with Taylor Thomas, Ella Smith. Looks like Mally Stoner and Logan Brown. Landy has it out here. She's joined by Johnson, Waka. Johnson has it kind of at the mid-high post. Cross court to Levy. Good find.
Yeah, a little 2-3 zone.
Over here from Johnson to Waka, just a little short on that one, but a good-looking shot there from Olivia, just not quite enough legs on it. Stoner will bring it up. She picks up her dribble, finds Smith in the corner. Finds Stoner on the cut. That'll be knocked away on the block shot there by Kaylor Johnson.
Great wall up there by Kaylor, just holding her ground and going straight up.
20 seconds to go on the game clock. Shot clock's turned off. It'll be Carlisle basketball underneath their own hoop. As Heidemann takes it out of bounds, the sophomore. She looks for Brown. She can't find it.
Good hustle by Kaylor.
Good hustle there from Kaylor Johnson. Coach Winya was looking for a foul, maybe on the hold there from Brown. Taylor Thomas has it. Ella Smith will have it knocked away by Waka. Loose ball. It'll be a jump ball. It'll go to the Bombers here on the jump ball. 45-26. A little over 7 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
See if we can get a quick bucket here.
It'll be a foul on Heidemann. Levy draws it. Just the third of the quarter on the Wildcats, so they've got another one yet to give here.
It's not a bad strategy. I mean,
you want to try to get it out of Reagan's hands.
Right.
Well, there's a pass just out of the reach of Grace Grunmeyer. Looks like Macy Comito is going to check back in with 2 seconds to go on the clock.
Yeah, I would try to maybe not let her catch it.
Yeah, that might. I agree with you there, Tom Father, if you can. And she's going to catch it going to the basket. She pulls up from way downtown and off the front of the rim, but she got a good look at it, did Comito. As the third quarter comes to an end, that was all Carlisle Wildcats. As the score going into the fourth quarter is a 45-26. The Wildcats lead. It was 26-21 come out of halftime. And the Wildcats, they turned up the defensive pressure.
They did.
The Bombers didn't get a shot attempt until about 3.5 minutes into the third quarter.
I'm actually curious how many shot attempts we actually got. I'm thinking 4.
Okay, and so we were 2 for 4.
Yeah.
Which wasn't bad, other than we only took 4. And the rest of them were turnovers, folks, and we gave up some offensive rebounds, and it was the formula for success if you're the Wildcats and disaster if you're the Bombers.
Yeah, I think, one of the hardest things to do is when you're playing against a team that does a really good job of changing defenses, because you think you got one figured out after 2 or 3 possessions, and then, heck, they're in something else, and now you go from a 1-guard front to a 2-guard front, so how are we going to attack this? Completely off, for the Bombers that quarter, and, it started early just with some sloppy passing and just not being in the right spots, but attribute that to, honestly, a really great job. I think foul trouble was a concern for Carlisle going into that half. And so being a little bit less aggressive man-to-man wise, I think was a strategy there.
Yeah, and you said it best, switching the defenses, and you coached long enough, and I was in it for long enough. If you can do that on the fly, it's hard to adjust in high school basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, on the offensive side, and I know you touched on it, but it magnifies itself when you struggle with one and they give you another one, and then you struggle with 2. Now you're just
and especially when they're executing that defense really well.
Yep. High post look here. And that was number 11, Maddie Fisher with it. Now out here to Ramsey. Fisher with it. She'll fire the 3. It's up and nothing but the bottom of the net there for Maddie Fisher.
Yeah, the Bombers were in man-to-man there.
Yep. 48-26 as the Wildcats have really shot the ball well from 3 tonight as a whole. It has been Comito all year, but tonight they've gotten a lot of help. Levy takes a deep one. That one's just off the front of the rim, no good. That rebound is tracked down by number 11, Maddie Fisher, the 5'11 senior. Looks like that'll be a foul on number 32, Grace Grunmeyer with the foul. Comito will bring it up here as the Wildcats lead 48-26, 7:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Comito's checked by Olivia Waka.
Now this is some good gap help here and this man-to-man.
Ramsey with it. Now that was 15, Brooke White. This will be Comito on the dribble drive. She finds Maddie Fisher. No good. Looks like we've got a ball be out of bounds. Could have been a little hook and hold down there on Cammie Clark. You don't see that very often in high school, but you see it called a lot in the college game. Yeah, that hook and hold, and that's been a point of emphasis. It's a safety thing for all the players out there, but you do see it a lot in the college game.
A little 1-3-1 here.
And again,
from the Carlisle Wildcats.
We've seen man. We've seen the 1-3-1. That was a good look there from Levy, but Waka wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, against that 1-3-1, you definitely want to attack the short corners.
That's Brooke White with it. Cross court to Camito. Camito will fire the three. It's up and rattles out. Johnson battles for the rebound. That'll be a foul over the back, I believe, on number 11, Maddie Fisher. So good job blocking out there by Kaylor Johnson.
Yeah, nice position. Just be in the right spot with that three ball there. And that almost went down for Camito.
Yeah, it is, and I believe Macy's got she's got 12.
She had 10. She had 10 in that quarter.
In that third quarter, yeah. That's 1-3-1. They've extended out here with Camito on the top. 15.
Yep,
Brooke White.
So here you go. We're kind of matched up against it exactly how they're defending it, which typically with a one guard front, the easiest thing to do is to go two up top against it and get that ball reversed. But
yeah, and we touched on that, I think, last time we were together or 2 times ago on that. You see an odd front on the defensive side, you want to attack it with an even front and vice versa. If you see an even
that's
front,
where we'd like to start anyway, and at least gives us an opportunity.
Yeah, it gives you some options, and you can attack it from those wings, and really, against most zones, that high post short corner is an option.
Yeah.
And good cut there. That was Brooke White on the cut. She'll fire the three. That is up and nothing but the bottom of the net again for the Wildcats. Brooke White on that one, excuse me. And she's filling it up here in the second half. Levy with a free throw line jumper. That's just short. Johnson will track down the rebound, tries to throw it off of Ramsey. No avail. It's 51-26.
Good hands by Kaylor.
Yeah, it was. Good tip away there by Kaylor Johnson. Now the throw ahead here to Levy. She tracks it down. Levy in the corner. Now back out top here on the wing was Landy. She throws across court, and it's not there. It's tipped away by Cammie Clark.
You know, as the more I just continue to watch this and look at all of our passes, most of our passes are over the top of outstretched arms, which then just takes a little bit longer to get there. It allows for an easier closeout and traps like this right here.
Yep. Yeah, 100%. And what we're doing right now is you know, we need the old game, I don't know what you call it, was pig in the middle, as Coach Justin Flaws gets the timeout here for the Carlisle Wildcats. And what that is, folks, is you've got a defender in the middle, and then you're just working on ball fakes, and either getting it by their ear, under their armpit, or whatever it is, and just working the ball fake. And so when you're telegraphing passes, it makes the defense that much better.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's one of the hardest things to do and to adjust on the fly because you think that's the right pass on the right play. And it's hard to even see in the moment. You have to almost watch it on film and just see the difference in pivoting and ball faking. And,
and it's sometimes it's not the most fun thing to practice. It can get a little mundane, but it's basketball's. I wouldn't say it's like building a house, as you just went through that, but you got to start with the fundamentals and the foundational things, right? And you want to build from there. And so with the young team, which we have, and we've stated it all year, and we're seeing some growth, but it's the old adage of, you know, 1 step forward, 2 steps back, type of thing.
And I think for Coach Pat, like, what do you choose to work on? Are you going into this game thinking, hey, we got to work on a 1-3-1 offense, a 2-3 offense, a press breaker against the 1-2-2 and the 2-2-1? There's a lot. So a lot of in-game adjustments have to be made.
For sure. And with a young team, you're not so much maybe focused on what the other team's going to do to you. It's what you're trying to do better or do well. And so that's difficult as well. But these teams don't care. They're coming in to win the basketball game. And it's the Raccoon River Conference. And every night's a dogfight. And that's the beauty and the curse of being in this conference is if you don't come ready to play, you're gonna struggle. 5-minute mark approaching here as it's 51-26. The Carlisle Wildcats, as that's Cammie Clark.
Too easy there.
Goes uncontested to the hole. Yeah, just kind of cleared out that right side and that man-to-man.
Communication happening.
53-26.
And you'd like to see these last 4.5 minutes just some small wins here of attacking the zone, or we've gone to man-to-man.
Levy fires that one. It comes up short.
And getting a stop on this end down here.
Looks like Taylor Thomas will check in, and Natalie Ramsey will check out. Camito will give it up here to Cammie Clark. And, you've got Camito and Clark and Thomas will all be back next year.
Right.
And they're still going to be around. Yeah, what was that elevator screen that we kind of closed the doors on? Good pass there from Clark down to Thomas. No good. Kira Fisk rips down the rebound. The left-hander is off the glass. No good. Camito crashes the glass, and she'll come down with it. Camito brings it back out, reset. Now,
Nice
what
pass.
a beautiful find there. That was
Really
Brooke
great
White making herself
left-handed
available.
pass.
And when you play with somebody like Camito, who's very skilled and can be and is unselfish, as we've seen, you put yourself in the right spot, she's going to find you.
Absolutely.
A lot of the times. And that's what you do. It'll make you work harder to get to that open spot because you know if you're there, you got a chance to score the basketball, and everybody wants to see their name in the paper. Do they have papers anymore, Tom?
I don't even know.
I know there's one guy sitting up here that still gets the Sunday Des Moines Register.
Okay, that's not me. So
That's not myself either. So
gotta be.
right on to you. There's Taylor Thomas. She'll find her name in the Des Moines Register probably on Sunday. We'll
Yeah,
call.
she's shooting it.
We'll call. That's Danny Sunsets, folks. I don't know if he goes out in his robe and picks it up off of his front stoop.
I haven't observed that.
Jada Landy misfires on the threes. It's 58-26 here, the Wildcats. And it is that time of year where that's that Cousin Eddie look. It's a fan favorite as Camito drains the three. So now it's 61-26 as Camito's put on a show
I
here in
would
the
say
second
that,
half.
the Wildcats have at least 10, 12 made threes. I mean, I know Thomas has at least 5.
Yeah, and Johnson fires that one into the third row. Kaler doesn't play softball, but with that arm, she may be getting recruited.
Yeah.
As we'll have a wholesale substitution as the clock will continue to run
Not
here.
a bad idea.
Yep, and Coach Pat will sub out his core players. As we've got some subs in here. Faith Grunmeyer's checked in. Emma Van Loo, number 21 is Maddie Sievers is in the game. Number 22 is Tia Taylor. I don't know if that's Tia or Thea. I'm not sure on that. I should get their correct pronunciation.
Great cut there by Ella Smith. Nice find for the Wildcats.
So we've got some subs in for both teams. Both teams will play Friday night. The Bombers will head over to ADM for another conference matchup before the break, and then I believe they'll have some good time off with that one, as we will with school. The kids, the last day of school for the kids here for the Bombers.
Do the Bombers go down to Kansas City at all this year?
They do not.
Okay.
No, we had that. The boys' game we're supposed to have that one this weekend at Wells Fargo.
Yeah.
Got postponed. They might be trying to make that up, but that was a bummer, as that looked like Ella Smith
been a
made
fun
good on
game.
the free throws. Yeah, it would have been. Have that team from Williamsburg come over. They were a state tournament team last year on the boys' side. That's number 10. Elena Bauman has checked in. Emma Van Loo has it. And Emma just got a little anxious with it. Some steps there from Emma. Got some more subs in here. Madison Tongvan has checked in along with number 40. We've seen Amira Heidemann. And number 3, Addison Sinclair has checked in for the Wildcats as well. So everybody, we're into that 2020 zone, that 2020 club, the Dan Rather, the Connie Chungs, those guys up by 20, down by 20, you get to be in the game. Had a guy told me that 20 years ago, and I said, that makes sense. You're a 2020 guy. Oh, and Emma just got bonked in the head. Hopefully everybody's okay. Looks like Freeman got her. Emma was maybe seeing some stars. She's a tough gal, but she doesn't feel very good right now. She's okay. She's going to shake it off. No, but she's still got to play defense.
Yep.
That's Sinclair. This is that one.
Good
Van
rebound.
Loo. Good rebound there from Emma. She comes off taking a shot. She's still got some cobwebs. She's trying to shake him loose. That's Maddie Sievers with it. Now this will be Faith Grunmeyer back up here to Sievers. She'll fire the three ball. That's up and just a little short, but good form on that one for Sievers.
Good
Taylor
hustle.
will track down the rebound. Van Loo has it. Emma looking for Taylor at the high post. It's not there. Oh, and she took some extra steps with it. That's all right. Under a minute to play here. Yep. 63-26. The Bombers, I don't believe, have scored here in the fourth quarter.
They have not.
And that's Heidemann for 3. It's up and no good.
Good rebound by Sievers.
Sievers gets it. She looked for Faith Grunmeyer. She couldn't find it. Tongvan.
Nice cut.
She catches it, and she'll be fouled by Sievers as Tongvan will go to the line for 2 shots. Will Madison, just a 5'8" sophomore. It's been definitely a tale of 2 halves for both teams on the positive side for the Wildcats. But this is a good Wildcats team. They come in with just 1 loss. Historically, the Bombers lead the series 29-6. Carlisle did win last January.
Okay.
So this is a 2-game winning streak. But since 2006, it's 29 wins. Now it's 7 for the Wildcats. But this is a good Wildcats team, and they'll be there at the end of the year.
Yeah, I think just by watching them, if they can continue to, shoot the ball well. I mean, each team is going to try to take away Camino, however, whichever they're going to try to find all kinds of different ways. But it was a really great job of, early in that first half of Taylor Thomas stepping up, hitting some 3 balls. That was huge.
Yep.
You take away, 2 or 3 of those, and that's a different ball game. Nice
Faith
shot.
Grunmeyer from downtown. She makes it rain on that one, gets a bucket. That'll do it here as the Wildcats take the victory, 64-29. But a deep 3 there from the freshman.
Yeah, that was from
Faith Grunmeyer.
Slater.
Yeah, it was just over there, about pretty near to Slater. So again, tale of 2 halves as the Wildcats, Camino came back in that third quarter, kind of asserted her presence.
Yep.
And we don't want to overstate it, but she is a very good player. But this Wildcat team has a lot of pieces to go with her, and they're much like us. They're going to continue to improve throughout the season. And the Bombers played a really nice first half.
They really did.
It was 26-21 at halftime. We were in it. We made some shots. We made some good aggressive plays. We limited our turnovers in some sequences, and then it got away from us in the third quarter.
It really did. Yeah, just the inability early on to make the right pass and get some shot attempts, and just turned into easy buckets for the Wildcats, and they kind of got rolling. Once they saw a few go down, everybody kind of started making some threes as well.
Yeah, so the Carlisle Wildcats, they come in ranked 12th. They'll improve to 4-1 on the season, and the Ballard Bombers will drop to 2-5. The Bombers will be over at ADM this coming Friday. That tip will be at 6 o'clock over there in 8L. So we'll get you some information on that on our Facebook post, folks, but we encourage you to head over to the game if you can. Should be a good one. I'm not sure how good ADM's girls are, but anytime you can play in the Raccoon River Conference and go on the road and get a win, it would be a big one. So we'll look forward to that one. But we've got the boys warming up here for the second half of the doubleheader. We'll be back in about 14 minutes or so, folks. So we'll check back with you here in just a little bit.